Hello. So I'm last minute deciding if I want to do Vlogmas, perhaps, because there's a lot of things that I have going on in this December. We're trying to put kind of finishing touches on the house. My blue hand. I've got a few advent calendars. I don't have any yarn advent calendars, but I do have an idea to kind of make my own yarn advent calendar. And I want to do like a project every day. It's December 1st, actually. And I also have a lot of Christmas gifts that I want to make, so I thought that this would be a fun little thing. So it would be like advent calendars, yarny things, Christmas gifts, and then building a house. We'll see. The only thing that I have with me right now is what's going to eventually be a crochet, like hexagon hoodie for my mom. I got this yarn on super sale at Michael's for Black Friday. 10 out of 10, but yeah, come along with me and I'll clue you into all the fun things along the way, I guess. So I'm finally home after running the world's most lengthy errands. And I opened all of my advent calendars, which I already recorded. But I was just going to kind of give specifics, I guess, about the ones that I did show. So I have three. I have three advent calendars. My kids have two, but I'm waiting for them to get home before we open those. So the first one is from Dakota Irish, and they're a dice company. So they make custom like dice for D&D. And I didn't actually think this one was gonna get here in time, but it showed up today, so good timing. And the first one is like a metal D20, which is really cool. But yeah, it's this like gold multicolored D20. It's really pretty. And I'm pretty sure that this one there's going to be like full sets of dice, but I'm not 100% sure, so we'll find out. The second one is from Diamine. It's a fountain pen ink. And so it's the Ink Vent calendar. And yeah, that first color, I swatched it somewhere. I'll have to show you in my notebook. And now I can't get it out. But it's this really pretty blue. No, I'm not even gonna try to get it out. It's this really pretty blue, and it has like a kind of a gold green shimmer to it that I love. I'm a big fan of shimmer ink because all of my fountain pens are like bold tipped fountain pens for the most part, so I don't usually have issues with like ink clogging my pens and stuff. And for the Advent Ink Vent calendar, I always use a glass dip pen so that I'm not having to load and unload like actual fountain pens. So this is my my glass dip pen, and it's really pretty. Maybe if I remember, I will record actually using this tomorrow. But I last minute decided that I was going to try to do Vlogmas today, and I made that decision in the car after I dropped my kids off at school. And then when I got home just now, I realized that I live in absolute chaos. And so I think for Vlogmas day 1, what I need to do is clean everything because we just got back from 2 weeks of traveling for Thanksgiving. And then before that, everybody was sick. And then the week before that, everybody was sick. So we're post Thanksgiving, post back-to-back ear infections and pink eye and sinus infections, and I'm behind, and we live in a camper, so there's not room. We've bought a lot of things, we've gotten a lot of clothes, the kids have brought home tons and tons of like schoolwork papers, and whew. So I'm going to do a few fun things, and then I'm going to try to clean stuff and I'll keep you posted. I would show you, but I'm honestly embarrassed. So I'm going to go get together some of my yarns that I want to use, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've done for Christmas gifts so far, and then I'm going to clean. I'm going to hold myself to that. I forgot that my husband got me a Red Bull calendar. You saw it, but it's kind of cute. I drink a lot of Red Bull. It's not new flavors. I think it's just all of the available flavors that they have, but each day it's like a different one, which I'm okay with for the most part. I don't really love the zero sugar ones, but I'll suffer. Okay, things are gonna probably be loud in here, background noise wise, because I have 2 kids watching 2 different shows. And then it's cold, so the dogs are inside. So there's little doggy footprints. Sheba, quit. Doggy feet pitter-pattering. But I was going to share with you my thoughts on what I'm gonna do for like Advent yarn type situation. So I think I'm gonna make the Yorkshire crochet along blanket by Mima Makes. I learned about it on the Nitty Natty channel. But I didn't buy a yarn Advent this year, so I'm going to pull from stash. So I have I took a clip of like all of the scraps that I have, and then I have a bunch of like minis from previous Advents, and what I kind of picked was just like blues, greens, purples, neutrals, that kind of thing. But what I need to decide is if I want to try to do the fingering weight one or the DK weight. DK seems like it would be less fiddly, but it would also take more yarn because I would have to hold all of these double. Although most of my scraps are pretty beefy, though I'm not sure. I think maybe I will see what size crochet hook they each call for, and then make my decision based on that. Because I could theoretically like hold stuff together that doesn't go like different things. So like these are both purple. This one's just like a super light purple, and this is a darker purple. But if I need 50 grams to make one square, I can hold the 2 purples together, and it can kind of moral and stuff, because I have tons of scraps and tons of like little minis. And then I have some, I think this is like a full skein of like, it's just caked, that I can use. But maybe I'll start with the DK one and then just kind of decide based on how much yarn it uses. But I have the YouTube video pulled up. I'm going to look through the pattern a little bit more and see like what hook size and stuff it calls for, and then go from there. Okay, so I think I've decided what my plan of attack is. I'm gonna start with a 5mm hook, and I'm gonna hold the yarn double, just because I like a chunkier blanket. I'm starting with this blue yarn. I'm pretty sure this is from Dye Mad Yarns. They're out of Columbus, Ohio, and this is part of their Great Lakes Fade. I have zero idea which lake it is. But I'm gonna start with this, and the first square I'm making is called the Bronte square, so I'll keep you posted. So I can't find the charger for my light, so dark, grainy video it is. I'm about to lose my mind. Day one. If you haven't watched like my intro video or anything on my channel, we're living in a camper because our main house flooded and our insurance illegally denied our insurance claims. Long story. We are currently building a house up next to the old house because we can't tear it down because of our mortgage, yada yada yada. And so we're living in a 30-foot camper with two kids, 4 dogs, 3 cats, 2 grown adults. My husband's not a tiny person. We have too much stuff because it's just such is life, I guess. So I'm trying to clean up, organize while stepping on 4 full-sized dogs. And I had to cook dinner. We ran out of propane, so my husband was going to do that, and also our water pump broke, so we don't have running like water right now. We had to order the part for that. So trying to figure out where I can plug a space heater in, but I can't because I keep slipping the breaker for the oven so that I can cook the pork roast for dinner. And so I'm about to lose my mind. And now I have to go finish doing that. But day one, I think I have 1 row left on this first square. It's kind of hard to see. 1.5 rows left on this. I do like the DK weight, it's squishy. I will update after I weigh it and see what my ultimate plan is. But until then, I'm gonna finish dinner and try not to lose my mind. We'll see. Okay, so square 1, check. I don't know how well you can see that. Maybe up against my shirt. Hard to see. But it took 34 grams, so I'm definitely gonna have to kind of combine some different like mini skeins that I have to get it, because I do think that I want to use the DK weight version. It's just a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger. I like it. But now I kind of get to mix and match some of these skeins, and I'm gonna try to do 40 grams. I'm gonna try to have 40 grams total, I think, just in case. So I need to like weigh some things and see like what I can pair together. So it's like 20 of this, 20 of this, because like this is 34 and this is 24. So if I work a square with these 2 together, it will hopefully make a whole square. So I'm gonna kind of like kid shenanigans. There's been fake crying, there's been real crying, there's been I don't even know what, but I'm gonna try to get together 24, or I guess 23 now, of these and see what we have. And I'm also thinking that if I don't have enough of these, I have so many skeins of the Yarnable yarns that I might just pull from some of those too. We'll see. So I'm gonna mix and match now. Wish I had like bags to put these in. That would be nice. But yeah, so I'm gonna combine some of these together and then I'll maybe show you. Ask him not to.
Don't pinch me.
This one is enough for itself. This one's enough by itself. These two, like I already said. These two, kind of a yellowish cream. Blues, greens, maybe these two. I think these two looked the best. Okay. Should probably weigh these to make sure they're actually 20-gram mini skeins. That would be awkward. Yeah, that's 42. That should be fine. I'm putting these in a shopping bag. Maybe these two greens? Yeah, these two greens. Yeah, because they both have a little bit of like brown and blue speckling. Almost look like they match. Like they're the same color. This one might be enough on its own. Let's see. Let's see. 37.9. I think we'll risk it because I like this color by itself. Grays and yellow. I don't know, will yellow go with the greens and stuff that I have? Will greens go? Or yellows? I guess yellow and green. I have a lot of browns that I don't love. So maybe these two blues. And then this is like a dark blue and kind of a black. Ow. I don't think those will work. I'll put this one in here. Let's see, I have another ball of this green somewhere. So let's this one. I have just kind of a plain, it's kind of a really, really light gray color. 44. This one will be by itself. Okay, let's see. This is what I have left. And then I have more things. I have just a plain yellow. Looks like it fell on the floor. It's 21, so it definitely needs paired with something. I could pair it with this white. I could also pair it with this, because this does have yellow in it. I don't know if you can see. I could pair these two together, and then if I need another one, I could do a second one out of that. I'm gonna set these aside because I don't know that they fit that well. I also have this is a spin cycle from a sweater that I made forever ago. And I think it's sport weight, so I don't know that it would work. 38. I'm gonna put this one aside too. So then I have these left. I have a black. How much is this? This is 18. Okay, I'm gonna set those aside. I'm gonna count how many I have, and then I'm going to make decisions. Okay, so of the ones that I kind of disliked for sure, I have 15, which means I would need about 9 more. But I have a few more that I might put together. So 15, this one, 16. I think these two might work together as 17, because it's actually got some lighter bits in it. It's hard to see. I'll show these again later to see if you can actually see it. This would be 17, these two, 18. I could use the browns together and do 19. I'm just gonna put them together. And then I'm gonna go back and look at my scraps again and see if that's absolutely all that I have. Yeah, bud? Okay, buddy, we can plug it in. Give me a second. 16, 17, 18. So this is 19. Thanks, buddy. Maybe this is the color I just used with this spin cycle. It might be a little chunky. I'll think about it. Okay, so I found more scraps, but they're not as like cool toned as some of the other ones. But I'm starting to wonder if that matters. I mean, it's supposed to be kind of like a scrappy blanket anyway, right? So I would probably have enough. This is a small, I want to say this is like a 10 gram mini. Let's see. Yeah, this is 10 grams. I think this one is 2. Yeah. So these two wouldn't be enough. I don't know what these were from. Probably a sock set thing. Let's see. I have this. This is one of my favorite yarns. I actually have some full skeins of it though. How much is this? Yeah, this is like 60 grams. And I have a few full skeins of it, though it may not match them because they were very different dye lots. So I could use some of this. No Doge. Decisions. Perhaps. Let's see. I've got some, like I said, some more kind of cool tone stuff. Or not cool, warm. So I've got like reds and pinks. These two might be pretty together. This pink and purple is kind of good. This would be, yeah. So I'm gonna toss this one in there. I think these two, because they're not as crazy, you know? Let's see, how much of this is there? Oh, that's all right. 16 grams, okay. I have all these little ones. I wonder if I could like combine some. 9. 11. This is kind of like a burnt orangey color. But it's a 20 gram one. I do have this, which is also from the Great Lakes collection, but I don't know which one it is. Like those two are very, very close, and so I don't know that I want to include it. There were two other, I wonder if they're with some of those other scraps that I have. I have two more of these, because it was a set of 4, I think. There was like a dark navy and like a lighter one. So I wonder what that is. Here's the other ball of that I can throw in there. All of these are so tiny. Like these are probably not 20 grams. 8. 13, yeah. I have more scraps somewhere. But at least I got a few more from that, right? I got, well, one more. What's this? Is this too much? 8. I mean, I guess I could combine some together, like hold one strand all the way through and then combine like other ones together. I'm not sure. I guess I could combine these two together so that I'm not using all of this. I would only be using like 20 grams of this. But I don't know. Because this is very like autumnal colors, which is like the exact opposite of what the rest of them are. Well, I could do black and orange, couldn't I? Let's see. I'm gonna go look for some more. Okay, time has passed. I fed some kids and I've located a few more scraps because apparently I had started like random projects with some of these that I don't even know what they were, or I already know for a fact that I'm gonna frog the what I do have made. So I'll start with this one. I made a pair of socks forever ago, which I can't remember if this is the navy from that Great Lakes set or if this is from a sock set that I had. I'm unsure. I made a whole sock with it, but I don't like how it looks, and the color work at the top is like too tight. I can't get it on my foot. So I'm probably gonna just frog this sock in general. I don't think I'm gonna keep it anyway because it doesn't fit. And then I have the main color from those, yeah, which is this really pretty, just like gradient yarn, variegated yarn that is super pretty, that I can use. This is 1, 2 more. I'm not putting them together, but this will be enough for its own. These 2 skeins, which this is also sport weight, I think, because it's from that same sweater, but it shouldn't make that big of a difference. And it's like cranberry. This is 35, and I know there's plenty of this. Like I said, I cast something on, the tiniest little thing, but I have no idea what it was. So, pulling that out. Let's see. This mini skein, which kind of matches this. I could hold those 2 together. Yeah, that's 20 grams. This is 34, so I might hold these 2 together as an option. This skein of black. This black, which I'm pretty sure this is. These aren't the same blacks, obviously, but I could hold them together and it wouldn't be able to tell. So this is 30 and this is 18. So I could make that work probably. But there's also a mini skein of black, so I could potentially hold these 2 together for a black square. So I can throw all these in there and then I'm gonna recount and I'll let you know. So what I had in there was 23. Oh, and I forgot this one here. So this would be 24. So I would have 24. Although there's a few in there that I'm kind of like meh about. So I might save them till the end so I can kind of look at them with other ones. Because I do have a few, like I said, yarnable skeins that I could throw in there. But I also don't want to have to wind an entire 100 gram skein. But I do have, so I have 24 exactly in this bag. And then I do have a few kind of options, I guess. Like I do have this one that I didn't put in with those. I have the option to combine this with something, the spin cycle yarn, or hold it. It might be cool held together with itself, because then it wouldn't change at the same rate. It would be more combined.
Mama.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Here's your cup, bud. So with all my yarns picked out, I think I'm gonna just continue on. Might as well. If I work ahead, it's not a big deal because, I mean, life's crazy and I'm probably not gonna be able to finish a square every single day. So since I have the time right now, I'm gonna go ahead and start the second square. I think I might just go ahead and do the same one. That way, you kind of see it now. When I'm done with it, I'm done with it. So this is the first one out of this blue. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use this purple since it's sitting up here. I think this is from, oh, I can't remember the brand of it, but it was a kit from Stephen West for the Contrast Blast socks. Pretty sure, but I can't remember the brand. And this is from Bad Sheep Yarn. It was one of their Pride and Prejudice, or not Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen yarns. I can't remember if it was, I don't remember which one it was. I have to look. Emma, maybe? Or maybe Emma's the blue. I don't know, but it's the purple in the Jane Austen collection from them. I'm going to cast on the second square with these two purples.